We are not allowed to say where we are today, but we're allowed to give you a best indication by saying that we are in outer London.
Yeah, fair.
Outer London is fair enough. If by any chance you know this location, keep it to yourselves, because I don't think they're going to appreciate people keep knocking on the door. We are purely here to document it via photography and obviously via this video. If you want to see some extra photos, go on the Facebook page, which will be on the link below, because you won't really see any photos in this video. They'll just all be out online from the team themselves, because we're just going to video it today. Paul, explain as much as you can, if within reason.
Within reason. Well, thank you everybody. We're quite privileged to see this location today. As Dan says, probably a communal air raid shelter in the back garden of some lucky people's marvellous house, really. Nothing really around locally to say why it's here. It's not on any databases that we've managed to look at or anything. Dan's got his own thoughts and feelings as to why it's here, which we'll go into in a minute. But yeah, it's a really unique little piece. Really get some cracking little finds inside as well. Massive thank you to the owners of the property for allowing us to come in today and have a look at this place. You're going to enjoy it. It's really good.
Jensen, thoughts and feelings?
Big.
Big.
It's a big one.
So yeah, it's a very, as per usual, we're very fortunate enough to have these permission visits, and never before filmed. Actually, we'll just put a little caveat out here. Never before filmed, technically, in inverted commas.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of footage out there, but obviously we're not going to say where that is and where that can be found. But actually, in documentation purposes, this is the first genuine filming of this air raid shelter. Yeah. We won't take up too much time. It'll probably be quite a small video, but the detail and the history that it contains is absolutely wonderful. And yeah, should we do it?
Yeah.
Come on. Hello everybody, welcome back. We're in, and it is very, very interesting to see. The condition of it is absolutely fantastic. Jensen's here as well. Hi mate. It's quite large, isn't it? Would you say so, mate?
Yeah.
It's quite a good size, and where Jensen is actually in a dividing sort of section of the wall, so it splits into two, and you can see that there's numerous amounts of bunks. Almost looks like a Stanton shelter. Almost. Concrete design, as you can probably all tell. So it's got these wonderful, actually if I do that it's easier. So you've got these concrete sort of like big old panellings here. Original, now they are definitely original bunks, without question. And they, as most of you would be a testament to, especially when you see it on our channel, if you find an original bunk, no matter what condition, that is incredibly rare. And the fact that, as you can see, over time, they've not really stood a very good test of time, but you can just gives you a really great idea. It seems like all the bunks are on this side, and the reason for that is because if you look at where Jensen's feet are, looks to be some sort of form of drainage or something, because that looks like a drain there. And then as we walk through to the second section, you can see what look to be bunks and shelves on either side. And then a secondary exit, either escape hatch or a secondary exit, and we'll come back to the reason why on that as well. But actually, when you're in here, you can see some incredible little artefacts as well, which Paul sort of namely said. So there's a horseshoe. That looks to be like obviously it's the drain, the top of the drain, which obviously has seen better days. You can see some pottery, which is a cup. This is Frank Cooper Oxford, homemade. Some brushes, some newspaper cuttings, which if you can just see that, I don't know if you can see, it says Ilford game next Saturday. Some more pottery, looks to be a pan. There it goes. So as she says, I just even read that, it says stuff found in the shelter. it looks to be that we know that everybody's here now. We know the previous owner or owners had lived here from it being built, hadn't they?
Yeah.
So we know that not the owners now, but the ones that they bought it off of had owned it since then. So nobody else had occupied this. So actually everything we're looking at actually adds to the history of this, because it's actually purely dated to one family before the one that's currently owned it. And like I said, obviously where Sophie is, you can see, like I said, the bumps or the bunk in terms of where it is. Looks to be little vents, these.
Oh, you have got one on that side.
Yeah.
Not as many, 'cause there's two very prominent ones over.
No, but what's interesting is there's a divide in the middle, which is why we might throw out the idea of it being a communal shelter. Jensen, if you take that, because that's actually got really warm. Beautiful steps leading out as well. And if I take you out here, no indication of anything else in terms of wiring or anything like that, just pure bunks. So forgive me everybody, I'm just talking out loud as well, just so we can get to fully document this. Thoughts and feelings everybody, if you can shout for us.
It's really cool.
It's really cool, isn't it? Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
No doubt what we're looking at is all original. No doubt about that. And again, you can see the original panelling as well that's here, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, we're so spoilt and lucky to sort of see what we see. And then what we'll do is, if I show you out here, got to duck a little bit, because that's what you've got to do. Oh, got to duck a little bit. Oh, here we go. If you come out, you can see the other side. And then, see, this is original in terms of, there looks to be like a little latch here. So if I show you that, there's like a little latch system there. Probably would have been something you just like literally pulled open on that. Obviously you can see the layers of concrete that's been taken, and also you can see the fact that, as with most shelters, it gets converted into a rockery now for just plants and everything else. I mean, it's the condition is absolutely fantastic in lots and lots of different ways. We get to see there, look. I mean, if you think there's Sophie and Paul in there, I mean, you've got enough space, haven't you? Really? I mean, and if you were to, obviously you can really see the idea of these bunks putting in to condition everything else, and I'm assuming that side would, I mean, they look like child's bunks or at least shelving or something, don't they?
Or just perch your bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the,
Yeah.
and
It's
then,
like more of a sleeping.
yeah, sleep,
area.
yeah. Okay, so there's nothing else as well. We want to sort of make it really clear to everybody, there's nothing else that would give us any military connotation on this. And the reason for that is because we know, although it does look military in its origin, we're not near any airfields, we're not near any actual military or industrial sites that would denominate where we are, so you sort of slowly tick these things off. So really one of our last sort of conclusions is, could it be communal? The reason why we could suggest that it might be a communal shelter, which means it's a shared communal shelter, is because there's a clear delineation in between halfway, and obviously the amount of bunks you can clearly see from either end. But it is in remarkable condition under the circumstances. There's no obvious giveaway though for any lights or electrical, is there, gents? You can't see any, can you, mate? No cabling or anything from anywhere. I can't see anything really that gives any clue on that. So it might have been that there might not have ever been any anyway, because the condition of it is so good, you would at least have seen some sort of like screwed on light switch or something. So it's quite possible they could have just used lamps or lanterns or something. You know, it doesn't really take that much to actually illuminate that, really. No indication necessarily of a door panel in terms of an obvious one. And that, everybody, is it. That is really it. There you go. Right, I'm gonna, Jensen, do you want to take that and have a little wander for yourself, mate? There you go. Show everybody around. It's already on, mate. There you go. Take your time with it. Well, everybody, it's time for us to say goodbye. It's a fairly small shelter, so we've done the best to document it as best as possible by showing you every sort of angle and corner and even some of the incredible artefacts, which will be on the Facebook page, supplied by Paul and Sophie. They're pretty cool, them artefacts, weren't they?
Really good. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Thoughts and feelings, starting with Jensen first.
Cool.
Cool, love it. Soph.
Very cool.
Very cool, unique.
Love it. I concur with everybody's thoughts and feelings. Anything you'd like to say to end on?
No,
Thank you,
just
Paul.
thank you. Yeah,
thank you, Paul, first off, for arranging this. And thank you to the owners.
Massive thank you.
Massive thanks.
Yeah.
We've had a really nice time just checking this one out out of London. It's interesting because actually we need to. Actually, I would just sort of say this. We would have been in the bombing path for the German bombers. That's all we need to sort of say. We would have been in the heart of the action where this shelter is. So it actually explains the quality of the shelter regardless. And it's interesting as to the nature. We assume it might have been like a communal shelter because of the division in it. There's no obvious hints to sort of say if it was military or anything else. We've got some vent holes or anything. But the reason why we're not sure, why we don't think it is necessarily, is because we're nowhere near anywhere that it should have been like that. Unless it was some sort of secret service ops, etc., etc. But again, I'm not noting that there would have been anything here. And normally those types of ones are really well documented. This shelter isn't documented, is it?
No, not at all.
So I just thought I'd add that in as a final little caveat because I completely forgot to sort of mention that. I was so overwhelmed by this place. Thank you so much for coming along with us. Really hope you had an amazing time. Thank you, Paul. Thank you to the owners. Thank you, Jensen. And thank you, Sophie. Check out the links below for the amazing, unique photos of this wonderful place. And thank you out there for obviously enjoying this wonderful video. Really hope you had a fantastic time enjoying it and coming along with us for a never before documented air raid shelter. Another one. Tick it off. Yeah. Who wants to kapow?
Yeah,
Jen,
let's do it.
Come on, ready? Go on then, let's do it. Kapow.